It's been, I think, about a week or two since I've last played this world. It's because the world is literally so flawless, you know? Like, I don't even remember what my problems were because everything was managed so perfectly by me. Everybody keeps saying it. It's like, wow, Loco, how did your base turn out to be literally perfect? And you know what? When you don't play, you can't feel. That's exactly right. Okay, no, I remember. So my goal for this run has honestly already been achieved. My goal for this run was to basically have my duplicants in this perfect quarters right over here. So I wanted them to have oxygen spacesuits all the time they leave the main base. So I built them this duplicant quarter where they all have, like, it's a bit of a mess. We'll clean it up in a moment, okay? But this duplicant quarter over here has like a private shower, there's a private lavatory, there's a private sink. They have private bedrooms over here too. So the rooms over here in green. Oh, there's industrial machinery in that one. Apparently that's not allowed. Anyways, the rooms over there in green, like, we'll have to move this out. I had some gases in this base that needed to be taken care of. That's their bedrooms, and then they have washrooms right next to it. And then whenever they leave the base in the morning, they have to go past the Atmo suit checkpoint to be able to, like, wear a spacesuit. And then for the rest of the base, we should be good. We should be chilling. What are you doing, dude? Where are you going? All right. Let's not check at what Lehman Russ is doing over here, because apparently he's being a little dumb. I'm making a lot of oxygen across the board. So my oxygen, like, production right over here is going quite nicely. So this is not my personal design. I copied this from somebody on the internet. It's called a half Rodriguez, apparently, is what it's called. The only input it requires to be able to produce this, so it doesn't actually need electricity or anything like that because it burns off the excess amounts of hydrogen. The only input it requires is water. And the water I am getting from this beautiful little pond right over here. So I found this salt water geyser that basically is active. Yeah, for 82 cycles every 131 cycles. So it is going to get dormant again in 30 cycles. But I think I probably have enough liquids in this pool to survive that anyways. It is salty water. So the salty water gets pumped up over here. It gets brought on over to the base. And then it gets basically turned into clean water, which we then use to, like, run this whole system with. It's a little bit of a job. It takes a little bit of work, but I'm using this nice little loop over here too to cool down my base. So the brine over here is relatively warm. I have some of these radiant pipes in this very cold biome to cool it down some. And then we're using the cold pipes to then also cool down the base with it. So it's a 2-in-1 go. And then lastly, this is like one of the last things that I did build, is this natural gas geyser situation, where I basically have a natural gas geyser that likewise as the other thing over on the right side with the infinite water. This thing is also active every once in a while. It's gonna go dormant also after a while, but I am basically storing the excess amount of gas right over here in these tanks. And then that is what we use to, like, burn for electricity. So I have, like, an electricity grid that I've built over here. It's a bit of a meme. It's not the prettiest looking thing, but whatever, it works. And we're running all of that also over here. So honestly, this is not going too poorly. Like, it's by far the nicest thing that I have built in the game so far. So I'm hoping we can keep it going, you know? Now, I would like to increase my dupe happiness quite a bit by making sure that we have plastics available. So plastics I can get from either oil, or I can get it from these guys right over here when they turn into, like, fancier versions of Dracos. So we're doing a little bit of Draco farming over here too. And it basically is, at some point, going to give me plastics, if I'm not mistaken. Which takes a little while. Alternatively, I can get oil as well that I can also use to get plastics going. So that's why I'm digging pretty far down. It's all going to take a little while, but I am trying my best to make sure that everything is working out quite nicely. I've already finished the Dawn of War 1 campaign. And I think I'll start up the DLCs maybe sometime next week or so. I'm not exactly sure when, but I will play them. That is the plan. So that's what we're doing. I don't really have any like urgent things that I really need to take care of right here, right now. I'm pretty sure all of this is fine. We just need to make sure that the base is nice and tidy and that we have everything else going on too. Ultimately, I am going to have to dig to the surface as well. And then on the surface, we can build a rocket if I want to. That wasn't really the original goal of the playthrough, but I mean, I could. By the way, I could also always dig up this thing over here and get even more water into this pond. Like if I just build something, or if I just increase this ladder right up there, we can just have even more liquids available. So I'll just kind of leave that as like a backup, I suppose. We can just have this salt water drop down and then we can pump that up too. This base is by far the nicest thing I've ever built. And believe it or not, I've managed to do this in only several hundred hours of gameplay. Isn't that crazy? It only took me, no, I don't know how many hours it's been, but it's been a while. Also, I used some mods to make it a little bit easier for myself, so maybe it's not even legit, but still. I'm a bit of a natural, yeah. Will the Empire fall? No. No. This Empire is never going to fall. By the way, can you guys eat with your spacesuits on? How does this work? Do you guys eat with your helmets on? I've learned by playing Wings of Liberty that apparently if you're Tygus, you can smoke in a spacesuit. I'm not sure. I was thinking about maybe building up like a proper duplicant quarters right over here. We can do a... Like, maybe I can do the Great Hole right over here. A Great Hall over here might actually be easier, because that way they can already be in, like, this environment over here. Kind of chill. I don't know if there's enough space, though. I mean, I could obviously extend it towards the right, but... I already have a Great Hall over here, so that's what this room is for. That's why we have it. But not a terrible idea. No, I haven't done anything too crazy as far as mods go. I would say like the most cheaty mod that I have installed is the mod that allows me to re-roll my duplicants. So I had a couple of duplicants that died, and I replaced them with very similar duplicants too. So that's maybe a bit cheaty. But basically my whole base is set up around this natural thing right over here. So there's a natural reserve that gives me +6 morale. So every time they leave the base in the morning, they have to pass through the nature reserve, which gives them a really good morale bonus. And with more morale bonuses, we can get more levels on them. And with more levels, they're getting more happy. So we should actually have a look at the duplicate skills. Look at that. 26 morale. That's pretty good. That's not even with proper bedrooms yet. I will give you some improved strength, Ferris Manus. Also, you need to wear your doctor hat. Why are you not wearing your medicine? There you go. He's our doctor. I've named all my dupes, by the way, after Warhammer Primarchs. I'm not really interested in doing all the achievements, no. I'm trying to build up, like, the best possible, like, base for my dupes. That's what I've been trying to do. So far, so good, honestly. 33 morale for this bad boy. Not bad. 32 for him. I'll give them some of these, like, basic upgrades. Like, extra strength and stuff is always good. Mostly the exosuit training is important. Lionel Johnson. Can you maybe get, I don't know. What are you even good at? What are you good at, Lion? Here, you wear your exosuit training, I suppose. 38! Perturabo at 38 morale. I don't even think I've ever seen that before. That's pretty good. Rogel Dorn as well. Can't complain too much there. He's already got all the stuff that I kind of need for him. Yeah, so I have different people for different jobs. 36 for him, too, is honestly pretty good. Why are you getting plumbing with everyone? Because they get +2 strength for each of those upgrades. Is that not a good idea? +2 strength means that they can carry more stuff. I think it's good, but maybe it's not. I don't know. All right, let's try and make a great hall over here, too. Extra carrying capacity sounds kind of nice to me. Does that work? No. I'm not sure exactly what, like, a perfect Great Hall even looks like. So the Great Hall is a pretty basic room. Fancy decor item and recreational building. So I can just do, like, a plant and a water cooler and they're happy, right? So there's room for 12 dupes in this area. That's 12. Actually, can we make this out of that stuff? I could put a surfboard in there. I should put a boombox in here. Oh, actually, there's also like the recreation room. Scheduled downtime will further improve the morale for duplicants visiting a recreation room. Is this useful? I've never really bothered with that. Probably a good idea. That means less work time, I guess. I would like to build it over here then, right? Like, I need to make sure that they can actually never leave the base without, like, wearing a spacesuit. So we should probably build it up right about over here. And then we can, like, knock down the floor. Hey, thank you very much, Bob the Gamer, for the raid. What's good on, pups? When did I play this for the last time? About, I think 2 weeks or so ago. I've been posting my playthrough of this particular run up on the second channel if you're interested. So this room is a different height than the others, mostly because the Atmos suits are only 3 squares high. So I still need to put up a recreational item here. This room is not going to be the right width, guys, which bothers me more than I'm willing to admit. Maybe we can make this the recreation room instead. Then we make this like the... Maybe we'll make this like the chill room, you know? That way we can maybe keep up the symmetry better. And I think we can all agree that symmetry is one of the absolute, if not the most important thing you can do. Actually, scratch that. It is literally the most important thing anyone can ever do. Having rooms without symmetry? Gross! Oh. We do kind of have to destroy this, though, because my bros are stuck down below. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this gas pipe over here. And I will have to figure out a way to pump in a little bit of oxygen into this base too, but we'll do so at a later time. They get happy from seeing their friends? What a crazy concept. Honestly, maybe I should have the apothecary in here too, and then also the grill and everything. Yeah. We basically should have all the duplicant-related things inside of this base, and then everything else is going to be outside of that base. That makes so much sense. I guess the grill does produce heat. Yeah. I could at the very least move the grill like a little bit further up like this, right? If we don't need this room anymore, it'll be kind of easy. Can you build these things up in the air? I guess it doesn't really make sense with a 4 wide room. Well, obviously I can't build them up in the air. They need to be on the floor, but I mean, I'm just wondering if I could like do a double layered type of setup. It would work, but it wouldn't be ideal. What's the purpose of those sculptures? The sculptures are just for a happiness boost. So there's like a decor bonus. Let me see. There's a decor bonus depending on how happy, or like, look at this. For how pretty a area is. So I built up a load of sculptures here just because I had nothing to do in these rows just yet. So basically, whenever they path towards the left of the base, they will just get like a massive decor boost. I don't think it really does too much at the moment, but these are basically placeholders. But it's better than having nothing there. You can make a sweeper that will move the food from outside the fridge. Oh, from outside to a fridge in the base. That's a great idea. I'm wondering, though, if maybe this needs to be a little bit bigger. Because I'm not going to be able to fit all of that in this room. Yeah, I think maybe I should have a double layered... like a double layered duplicant quarter over here. Okay, let's change. So this is my area over here for sick duplicants. I'll move that over here. Oh. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Are you crazy? He's suffocating. He's actually breathing. Or he's not breathing. Come on, bro. How did you even get stuck there? Please. Gamers, please. Oh, no. Oh, no. My game is crashing? That's not a good time to be crashing. Is it gonna load? Ah. That's... Maybe my computer is not powerful enough. I clearly need a new computer. You remember me playing this game like 4 years ago? Yeah, I did play the game 4 years ago, and then I recently picked it back up. I need a 5090 for this game, clearly. So, I don't remember though, like when did it last save for me? Okay. It's a default autosave every cycle? Oh, okay. Good news, everyone. He's not dead.
Howdy, Loco.
Yo, Tychus, thank you very much. I don't really want to be building anything about a kobold, man. Can we stop doing freaking kobold? Everything's made out of cobalt. Am I accidentally refining literally every single one of my ores? I think that was one of the issues I was running into last time. Yeah, this place over here is not ideal. We're trying to do a better job, okay? I only have cobalt. Okay, maybe we need to do a little bit of digging first. You know what? Maybe I can make this my my great hall then still. We'll make this our great hole, like this area over here. And I'll try to make it like a double layered one. Don't get stuck over there again, okay? We talked about this. Don't, no! Lehman Russ! Okay, maybe just like start with this, because you guys are really dumb. I would prefer it though if like the liquid doesn't go all over my base. He's very dedicated to finishing up his little wool piece over there. Oh, there's no spacesuits available. What happened here? Something went horribly wrong. What happened to my spacesuits? Why were they not delivered back? Are they not being repaired? Maybe I never repaired them. Yeah, we should definitely repair them. This is like priority 9. Repairing the spacesuits. Oh no. Lehman Russ is almost dead. It's not ideal to have yellow liquids all over your hospital room. I'm curious why we need spacesuits for the inside of the base. It's for safety. Too much liquid? Ah, pain. Okay. Let's just give them a moment, I suppose. Can we all sweep this? That would be great. I would like a nice and tidy base. This is an OSHA nightmare. I don't know what that is. But this base is literally perfect, Apogee. I can't believe you. What you're insinuating here is that the base is not literally flawless. Operational safety hazard. Oh, okay. It's a US worker health something? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Over here, we don't have any worker safety. Worker safety laws in the Netherlands are entirely optional. Okay. Does anybody have any suggestions for a perfect great hole? Ooh, do I not have... No. I thought maybe I don't have the resources for, like, repairing this. Just cram as many tables as you can with a plant and a water fountain. Yeah, that's what I've done so far. Look, this is my current great hole. But I'm trying to make it better than that. I mean, clearly we need loads of statues, right? Okay, I'm gonna Google it. Somebody on Reddit probably has a perfect great hole. Great hall, perfect, oxygen not included. Maybe there's not much. Everybody has got super boring great halls. There's no way, dude. 5 great hall designs in 1 hour? 5th great hall? Let's see what the 5th one is.
I did have a picture in my mind how they set up. Time is up, but honestly, I'm gonna...
He built an aquarium. Dang. He built an aquarium in the middle of the great hall. What is this abomination, dude? No, I don't know about any of this, man. I need something that can fit in my very boxy design. It's very cool, but kind of impractical. This is yours? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Fulgrim Jr. What are you doing? Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of pictures. It's mostly just a lot of pictures. Pretty easy. I can try and cook up my own. I was wondering if maybe there was like a really cool thing that I am overseeing, or overlooking, but it's all pretty simple. I can force them maybe. That's how a good story always starts. I can force them. I can force them. No, I can force them to sit right next to, like, statues. They would get a lot of, like, they would get a nice boost from that, right? Yeah, sweepers would be good. I agree. I would need to have some sort of automatic sweeper that we can use to, like, pick up food that gets made, and then we just deposit it inside of the refrigerators. There is currently a little bit too much CO2 in this section of the base. I don't really love that. We'll have to get rid of that, obviously. But I'm going to be making this further down, right? I still want to create, like, a recreation area and all that, so... This is not going to be permanent. Like, right now, there's CO2 at the bottom of this area. The only interesting thing you can really do with Great Halls is infinite food storage. Infinite food storage. I guess you can maybe, like, store it inside of, like, carbon dioxide or something. What's going on, Ivan? You haven't played this game in years? Oh, it's very good. Sterile atmosphere and then deep freezing? You freeze the food in sterile gas? Oh. What am I looking at? A deep freeze solution. A freezer that allows jupe access and can deep freeze food. What am I looking at? Where is it? This? Why do all of the designs that other people make seem so complex? What in the world is happening here, man? I think I can probably do this with an airlock. The food is still on the left, near that blob of oil? This is where the food is? Oh, yeah. Is there like a non-annoying way of doing this? Because this looks really kind of ugly. I was thinking about just having a sterile room, like just like a vacuum. What happens if you store food in a vacuum? It still spoils? I can't even build this right now. This is like way higher tech than what I currently have. The temperature of the food can still determine it. Okay, a vacuum is not considered sterile? Weird. How do things still grow like that inside of a vacuum? No, I'll just use a... You need a vacuum and it needs to be like minus 20 degrees Celsius. Okay. How about I just put it in a refrigerator, chat? I'll just put it in a refrigerator for now. So I'm thinking... I would like to have like a... okay, so these are the refrigerators, right? I need like a sweeper, I think, above it. Kind of like that. No, we don't need to... Wait, do we need a sweeper above it? How does it work again? I need a sweeper, but I also need like a chute, right? Like something that where it drops down. Yeah, a fridge should be enough. What's it called? Conveyor chute. Okay, I don't even have to research down for that. Okay, let's get that. Yeah, this is cool. So we can automate the production right now. So we're no longer going to be using these fridges. Instead, I'll be using them over here, and I'll try to build something nice around this area. I'll even power up the refrigerators. Currently, I don't really have any fancy foods, but... And that will create like a floor where the duplicants can sit and actually eat. I don't really want them digging too far down, though, at this stage in the game. I don't think it's really worth it. I'm eating a lot of mealwood again, which is not ideal. Mealwood is very low-quality food. There's so many liquids, though, down at the bottom of my base. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, maybe just continue digging down. See how it goes. Actually, I would prefer having the ladder go straight from my base. There is this teleporter right over here. I've discovered a functioning teleportation device. It appears to go to another planetoid. Oh, I don't want to go to another planetoid. No, I don't want this. Do I need this? No, I don't want that. Can I, like... I want to... Yeah, but I want to build my ladder straight down and it's in the way. Can I disassemble this? I don't want to do another planet. I'm happy on this one. I'm trying to make the perfect planet here. I don't want to do a restart. It's not that I'm allergic to using another planet. I just don't want to. I want to do everything on this one if I can. I'm doing a pretty good job dying on this one if I'm not careful. I feel like if I start adding a second one into the mix, I'm just gonna make it worse. You don't really want the ladder shaft that long? They can get stuck into a drop loop? Yeah, I've had that happen before. I'm not really planning on ever going to another planet with this run. Maybe I'll make fun of Future Loco for it, but for the moment, I'm fine. I want to have a ladder that goes all the way from the very top of the map, all the way to the very bottom of the map. That's what I'm trying to do. Even if it's bad. That's what we want. That's not a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea. It's not good, it's great. That's what you meant to say, right? There's a whole lot of germs in my base, guys. I'm trying to sort this out by having a lot of clean oxygen in this place. What is the, oh, geez. What is the gas looking like in this place anyway? Oh, not bad. I think this will sort itself out over time. There's a little bit of polluted oxygen still, but it will die in clean oxygen. So maybe I can just get, like... Let me actually get rid of this ladder over here at the very bottom. Can we just, like, delete that right away? I would like to get some additional ventilation here. Yeah, let's build it like so. There we go. I have a lot of basic resources again, which is nice. Means that I can actually disassemble this thing right over here. Should be good. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, we can get rid of the CO2 easy. Waiting for my new research to finish up. Actually, I also really need to have insulated tiles over here. Needs to be nice and insulated. And I think I'll build my new grill right over here. So it getting across should be pretty straightforward. How many squares need to be free above the heads of the duplicants at the mess table? Is it just 2? Like, I think they probably have to have, like, it probably needs to be like 3 high. I'm not exactly sure though. Maybe it's only 2 high. Like 2 will be enough? So like so it would work? Oh, no, not like that. Let's build up the sweeper installation first. The research is now available, so that's good. So I need to have a chute right over here that will drop the stuff on the floor. And then we need a sweeper to like put the stuff in, right? I think this is a necessity. I'm not sure exactly how I could like make this. Can I have both of them in the middle? Maybe it works like so. I would like to do it like so. We can have like a little ladder that leads up over there. Little ladder as well on the other side, just for symmetry's sake. We could put a bunch of statues around this place. So they always walk past the statues. And then we can do like a... Oh, I also need to put up a conveyor loader, right? No, I don't think I need to actually. No. We can just do that on the other side instead. Okay, so let's try and do our food production over here. So the food production can go over here. It is going to heat things up, but I'll put it in an insulated room. Should be pretty chill. The food production rooms always seem to be very small. I'm not sure exactly what I can put in it. So a kitchen requires a bunch of stuff. A cooking station, a refrigerator. Oh, I need a refrigerator in the kitchen, even though I'm not going to use it. Fair enough. I guess I'll make one. I would like a grill. And I guess I'll just leave some space so I can like make it a bit better later on. And then I also need an auto sweeper up on the ceiling here. Kind of like so. A conveyor loader, I think, is a necessity. So the sweeper will pick stuff up and then load it into the conveyor loader. I can jam that in the corner. And then the conveyor reel can go across. Let's see. It can go across this little thing. Leave space for a gas cooker later and spices. Yeah, but I don't know what those look like. But I can get a spice grinder, I think. Spice grinder. There we go. I can put one down. What's up, Vel? No, not that type of grinder. Different type of grinder, guys. Sorry. Okay, and I'll just kind of leave some space over here that we can maybe use in the future. So this is the kitchen. It's outside of the duplicant quarter, but close enough to the Great Hall so we can just like ferry the food across. I don't have anybody with mechatronics engineering? Really? Do I have an engineer? You have a degree in mechatronics? Perfect. If you could please get into my base. No, I should have enough. So does anybody have an affinity with engineering in my base? Wait, I have somebody that has a couple of those skills. Oh, here we go. Konrad Kurtz, of course. Konrad is well known for his mechatronics engineering. Go ahead, put on your engineering hat. Can I do some drywall as well? I need some kitchen drywall. What is a kitchen-related drywall? What sort of decorations would look good? A crisp black X on a clean white background. Something with trees? You like trees in your... I don't know what's good. You vote garish pink? It reminds the dupes that they're prisoners? I can do digital pink, that's all I have. Just a clean white? This is mostly white. Everybody loses this way. Nobody gets their wish. Yeah, I already have dinosaurs in every single one of the dupe bedrooms. Because obviously dinosaurs in a bedroom is what you want to do. Wasn't there a study a few years ago that painting places pink was reducing rates of violence? Really? Well, I don't have a lot of pink in my home. That's why I'm a very angry person, Apogee. Yeah. I have issues. I have a lot of violence in my home. I'm a very violent person. It depends really on the ladder games. Yeah. It depends on the amount of Skytles I have faced. And it's cumulative too, so if you face Skytles multiple days in a row, life gets very sketchy. Okay, for the dining room, what sort of wallpaper do we want in the dining room? LG diagonal. That sounds horrible. Fresh white is so boring, but probably the right cool. Ah, you know what? I'll make the mirrored version over here. So we have pink and blue that can work together. I should spell loco. I could draw a giant wiener on the wall. I think that's the dream. Exactly, though. Okay, Sanguini is already going in. Do I even have enough room over here for enough benches? No, definitely not. I might be stupid. That's 9. I'm gonna have to remove a couple of my great statues. Didn't consider that part. We may have to think about this a little bit more. I would like them to sit side by side with statues right next to them. Actually, I'm gonna just make the room as wide as I can. That's probably better. This is, by the way, a very pointless room. It's just for my own liking. Like, it doesn't really push the quality much forward. But it makes my own sanity push slightly, you know. And that's gotta be worth something. Oh, I hate this wallpaper already. It's so bad. It's really ugly. This is gonna be the great dining hall. It's good on Crap Lord. I should add a lower level for the lower class. I've already made it too high, though. It looks like your school's locker room? Yeah, sometimes you guys are being a little dramatic with your suffocating. Build a second Great Hall? I'm trying to build the ultimate Great Hall. That's the whole point of this section. Having 2 Great Halls would kind of defeat the whole purpose of rebuilding it. This is my original one right over here. This functions just fine. Okay, how's the kitchen looking? It is a kitchen, that's good. I should turn the whole base into a Great Hall? Ooh, see, now we're talking. How big is this? Okay, it's 13 by 8. It's 104 tiles. A Great Hall can be 120 tiles max, so it can't really be much bigger than this. I can remove these, though, and we could put a couple of dining tables as well down below. By the way, can I make these out of anything else? Like, do we have blueprints for them to look different? What's it called? It doesn't have a different blueprint? That's kind of crazy. Did I claim my weekly prints? No. I didn't even know that was a thing. No idea. Okay. Got some space gloves. Yeah, those I don't care about. Yeah, I've used a couple of them on, and I unlocked a couple of these things, but the ones I have are all from just playing the game. Sometimes you just randomly unlock them. Okay, so that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you stuck up there, mate? That would be 10. So I currently have 10 jupes. Are you really stuck up there right now, dude? Fulgrim Jr. is one of my absolute dumbest duplicants. Now, the reason he's called Jr. is because Senior and Senior have already died on. They're already gone. And they were also equally dumb. It seems like it runs in the family. Okay, how about you just deconstruct this thing instead? There you go. Ay. The name is cursed. Yeah. I don't even know if Fulgrim Jr. would fit in the entire character limitation, man. It might be too much. I'm building the ladder straight through this place. I don't know where this is going, but we're going straight down. Yeah, we may have to start numbering them. FG Jr. Yeah, we may have to go for that. Guys, I hate this. I absolutely hate this drywall. This drywall is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. I need to change it already. I'm very sorry for those of you that are loving it, but it's so ugly. Oh, no, you can't remove it? Oh, come on, man. Background buildings. Wait, does that work? Does that mean... I don't know what counts as a background building. Yeah, it's too ugly. I can't do it. Click on them and then change the blueprint. You know how much time that takes? I would have to do it for every single one of them individually. No. We'll remove them and then rebuild them. Maybe there's a mod to like make it that, you know, it's not painful. By the way, we can go ahead and turn this thing on again. Hopefully they will be able to go back to wearing spacesuits around the clock. Except when in bed. It's kind of annoying to wear a spacesuit in bed, I'm sure. Basically, every single one of the statues can be replaced with another dining table if I need it. So that should kind of do the trick. And then we just need this to be built. Now, the guy that I just assigned to Megatronics duty doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of Megatronicsing. Conrad Kurtz! What are your priorities? Conrad, I don't want you building anything though, but like the important stuff. Is that possible for you? Conrad is Conrad can't build stuff. He is incapable of building stuff. Excellent. We have an engineer that can't use anything. Alright, we'll have to get another engineer. Rogel Darn. What are you good at? You carry stuff. Okay. Rogel, congratulations. You've been upgraded to your new engineering hat. Now, apparently, you don't have the morale for it, so I hope you're gonna get it somewhere soon. I don't have another choice, so you better get it over with. Don't tell me that this guy is also unproductive. Luckily, I'm not 2 for 2. That would have been crazy. I'll make this whole room higher priority. How about that? I would like this to be done. I also hate this wallpaper. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I would like to have just a little bit of wallpaper here as well behind all of this. That'd be good. There we go. Make the whole base pretty. Okay, and then we could also start thinking about a recreation room, right? So the recreation room, I'm not sure exactly what it requires, but I think we just basically get like a place for them to chill. So it's a morale bonus. No industrial machinery, 1 day core item. That's it. That's it. That's all they get to do. So I'll just make like a little box for them. All my rooms are boxes though, to be fair, so maybe that's no surprise to anybody. But this will be the recreation room right over here. And I can likewise also build this one a little bit further down. And they can chill. So that actually means we can also change the floor over here. I don't really know what they like to do though. Like, what are their hobbies? I would like you to use the new room, please. Also, we definitely do need a light. Light seems to be useful. Let's see. I also will have to power this whole thing up. But I think I can just use the... Yeah, we can use this. It'll be fine. There we go. Shouldn't take too much power. I'm hoping I can use this thing as well, like so. Should be okay. Yeah, Jupes really do enjoy getting stuck. Should I make the recreation room even bigger? Maybe I could make it larger. I don't know how much of a bonus you really get from it, you know? Like, should I have... I should have, like, a water cooler? Water cooler, of course. No-brainer. Let's see how much stuff I can fit in here. Phones? They like phones? A party line phone? Can be used by one duplicant to chat with themselves. Okay, excellent. I also like talking to myself. It's what I do all day. Boombox arcade machines. Okay, I'm already seeing it. I need a larger space, right? I'm already hearing that I need more space for my recreation room. And you know what? It's kind of fun. Let's do more of it. Yeah. Recreation room is gonna be the big boy room, apparently. This is where we do fun stuff. I don't know what duplicants do for fun, but that's what we're gonna figure out, I guess. Oh, I still have the, There we go. We forgot to put the party phone in the great hole. A party phone? I'll put fresh white over here too. I'm a fresh white kind of guy, apparently. That would be my rep name. Fresh white. Fresh white or Lil Loco. One of the two. You can tell by looking at me. Big compliment. Huge compliment, I'm sure. No, fresh... No, not wipe. What the hell, man? Okay. So wait, I need to put a party phone as well? A party phone? Can be used by one duplicant to chat with themselves or with other duplicants in different locations. So those should be in this room? Sure. I will remove 2 of these statues and put some phones down instead. You need at least a recreation building in the Great Hall. Oh, these don't count as recreational buildings? I see. I didn't realize. I thought they did. Okay. Hell yeah, dude. We're building the most beautiful duplicant quarter. I'm actually very happy with how this is going. Moments before disaster, but so far, I'm not displeased. A water cooler is what I've been using so far, but I guess the phone is probably a 1x1, right? Which is a big advantage. Okay. Do we have glossy Dracos yet? I should have started the Draco. Oh, look at that! A glossy Draco! Yes! Okay, that's good. So glossy Draco is what we need. Glossy Dracos will give us plastics. Hell yeah, that's good. I don't have an incubator in this room. I can't really fit it either. How do I add an incubator to this room? Problem is, if I change anything, my gas is going to escape and life becomes a problem again. Looks like we could do with a little bit more oxygen in this room though, so let's enable this thing. You can make one in another room and then set a pickup and a drop-off? Yeah. I'm building up, we're adding on a little bit more oxygen. I think it will just incubate on its own, no? It should be fine. I'm adding a little bit of additional gas here. This looks a little bit like RimWorld. Yeah, if you like RimWorld, you'll probably like this game too. There's a lot of folks that like prefer this game over RimWorld. RimWorld is very good too, though. Likewise, if you enjoy this game, you'll probably like RimWorld. It's different in a lot of ways. There's more engineering in this one, I suppose, but... Dude, are you like Fulgrim Jr.? What is this? Okay. 2 party phones. Less war crimes in this game, though. Yeah. Not as many war crimes in this game as there are in RimWorld. Take that as a bonus, or I can't quite tell what you... You know, it depends on the person to person, but... Okay. Oh, I know. I know it doesn't really stack Gonsi. I know there is a maximum limit on the amount of decor you can get. But I like it. Please get rid of the gas pipe. Okay. Man, the place is coming along nicely. In the meantime, the ladder down south is still being built. I don't know where this is going to go, but we'll just keep building it. That's the ladder to hell, yes. This is what your power generation currently looks like? Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks cool. Looks difficult. I feel like I'm already in the end game, dude. Everything's gone so perfectly. Clearly, there's no room for improvement here anywhere. It's a double nuclear reactor. How much electricity do you need? Like, I feel like this is gonna last me a long time. Like, 2 of these natural gas geysers? I don't see how I'm ever gonna run out. But maybe this is nothing in the late game, huh? Maybe it's one of those situations. Okay. So, likewise over here, we want to be building up a second floor to this place. This floor can be made out of airflow tiles. There we go. Make it out of airflow tiles, and then we can do all sorts of stuff. So I can do a boombox. Wait, what is it called? Isn't that called a boombox? Or like a, what is it called? A speaker? Oh. Maybe I don't have it. Boombox? Isn't that what it's called? The music thingy. Music thingy probably isn't gonna find. Is jukebox? Is it jukebox? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's called jukebot. All right, I do already have it. Jukebot. That's why I couldn't find it. Do we do party on the ground floor or party on the upper? Oh, Hey, Blood, thank you very much for the 3 months. Thank you, Ricardo. I'm very happy with my base. It's coming along nicely. Arcade cabinet. That would be fun. Oh, well, that is a long ways off. For now, the best I can do is a water cooler. Take it or leave it. Water cooler is a great substitute right here, clearly. We can do some phones. Any other things that we can add over here? Any suggestions? Yeah, I may have to run a separate power line for this whole section. I think I have to. Any other things that we should add in the mix? By the way, is this too much liquid to... Oh, jeez. That's annoying. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make my own power circuit for this alone. What is this mess again, guys? It's ugly. I will run a separate wire just for that room. So these are power transformers. And then I can run a conductive wire that goes from here and then all the way over here. Looks like I can actually maybe borrow one of these wires too. Let me see. Can I snip this one? Yep. Okay. And this one, I guess, can kind of just go this way. Oh, I have no more refined metal. Excellent. Love that. Big fan. Last time I had no copper anymore. Now I have too much of this. You can do sunbathing? Sunbathing is new. A beach chair? Duplicants can relax by lounging in the sunlight. What do I need for a beach chair? That sounds fun. Environmental appreciation? Mate! Why do you guys suggest things that are required amongst complex research ever? I don't have any of this, man. But that does sound fun. I guess this is a work in progress. That needs space research? Space research required for a beach chair? That seems reasonable. Look, best I can do is a water cooler and a party line phone, okay? Hope you like it. Glossy Draco. Are you guys cramped? How cramped are you feeling right now, bro? Not very? Okay. Yeah, obviously it requires space research. I don't know what I was thinking, really. Where else could the sunlight be coming out of? There's really no other way. A full refinery might be useful, because doesn't a rock crusher only run at 50% efficiency? I think so, yeah. I've never gotten around to setting up a better alternative. There's this, this other thing. Metal refinery. Something. Yes. Significantly heats and outputs the liquid piped into it. Doesn't this, like, do polluted water? It does any liquid? Yeah, but what does it... It outputs the liquid pumped into it. Like, I don't know what it outputs. I never set up any refinement over here for the polluted water. It's just a hotter liquid? Oh, it just does the exact same thing? Oh, interesting. Okay. So I can just put it over here. Dude, I hate the size of this room. It's just wrong. It's incorrect. I think that's why I didn't change it. Like, I just didn't like the way it worked. I should do something with this liquid, though. So this is polluted water with food poisoning in it. I think you just put it in a sieve and that's it. Or does this also require the chlorine room again? Yeah, it does. What are the things over the polluted water? These are the natural gas generators. So they're the ones that are consuming the natural gas. And then from there we get the extra value. I can keep this for cooling cycles. I guess I can pump it around. And just use it to cool down the base. That's not a bad idea. Ooh, look at them. They're going. As long as they don't drink it, Jeremy water is fine. They never drink, do they? Do drupes ever drink? You can also get cold polluted water in large quantities on the map. Yeah, Kevin, that's true. Oh, they drink out of the water coolers. I have no idea what these are filled with. Ah, they're filled with the bottle filler right over here. But the bottle filler only has clean water in it, but it does mean that I can't really pump the Jeremy water into this room over here. Because this is water that needs to be tidy. What's going on, Kersfunkels? You have the option to capture some chlorine just next to your natural gas. Really? I think this is all polluted, dude. I think you're mixing up some of the gases. Oh, there's some chlorine over here. I could make a little chlorine room and use that to my advantage. But then I would have to set up that whole shebang again. And I don't know if I want to do that, man, because it's a pain. I've now done it like 4 times. And it's worked out every time, but it's also not my favorite thing to set up right now. Yeah, it's a lot of effort. And I don't really have a use for, like, the water right now. I'm thinking about just dumping it. I think I'll just dump it. I'll just use the hydro sensor over here and I'll just dump it. Yeah, I'll just dump it over here. And then I'll make sure that it's only active with the hydro sensor. Which I may have already done. I don't remember. No. What am I doing here? I changed this one to above, but maybe I'm dumb. Maybe... What was I trying to do here? No, it is good. It is good. This is like a water pump over here. Oh, geez. I'm backing up already. That was stupid. Yeah. So pump out the water, please. I need a different hydro sensor right over here. I'll put that one up over here in the distance. And then we'll do an automation wire in between. And basically when it detects liquid in this exact spot, it should basically send the green signal. to the pump to just dump it. Just send it out. Should be easy enough. Can this be reached? It should be okay. Okay. Let's go down BM. Holy pollution? So this is the first time that I've decided to not care too much about pollution, and it's been totally fine. I'm surprised with how okay it is, actually. I kind of thought that a lot of this pollution would be a giant issue, but it's been relatively chill. So what do I need for a recreation room? Is it too big? Oh, it's too big! It's the first time I've ever heard those words in my life. It's too large. Yeah, you're... Yeah, I guess I just need to make it smaller. That would probably sort the problem out. I need to just get a low ceiling in here for the cozy feeling. I could add doors? Doors make the room smaller? Huh. Unreachable build? Ah, dude, I hate the way that I've built this. I accidentally made this one level too high, and like all of it is a mess because of it. Can you guys reach that soon? I don't think so, can you? No. Okay. Never deal with your problems, guys. Just double down on your mistakes, okay? That's my main takeaway for today. Sometimes you may feel this urge coming upon you where you're like, huh, maybe I should sort out my problems and make sure that they no longer will be an issue. But the problem with that is that it takes effort. And things that take effort should be avoided at all costs. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Okay, so this is the recreation room. We need a fun drywall here. One that isn't gonna hurt my head. Dinosaurs. Pink, green wallpaper dinosaurs. Wow. If that doesn't say party, I don't know what would. It's missing a decor item. I should probably add some statues too. Every room clearly needs statues. I would like to have paintings. Can we do paintings? Yeah. We definitely can. There we go. There we go. Put some friggin' paintings in these rooms, man. Make the people happy. Hey, by the way, did we start up our, No. What are you doing? What are you moving around right now, dude? You should not be sweeping any of that. You should sweep food. So stuff over here, can I like... No. Edible. Yes. Take the edibles and then bring them across. Is this automatically gonna store this stuff inside of the fridges, by the way? I think so, right? It would probably be okay. I think this should be okay. We can run that off of that. Actually, I don't want to power this thing up. I just want to have this so I can consider this a kitchen. This refrigerator is just there for the show. We have 200 days played, actually. Yes. 200 days of in-game time. Zero stress. We're worrying about things that aren't even relevant most of the time. These are luxury upgrades, man. What a day. Didn't think I would ever see this point. It ticked to 1 for just a second. Ah, that's okay. Just a couple of overly dramatic duplicants. Dude, the recreation room is gonna be so classy. I have a lot of reed fiber now, right? So it should be chill. Oh, we're doing this out of gold? We're making our frames out of gold? Interestingly enough, I have more gold than I have many other resources, so I guess it's okay. Let's do iron instead, though. We can do some more, Does this matter? Oh, it does give additional decor. How much is it? 400? No, it's a bit much. Copper ore also gives additional decor bonuses, apparently. Interestingly enough, I don't have a ton of copper, but we can always go cop some more. Copper. Actually, I don't know how much copper there still is in my base. Yeah, I may need to keep some copper in my back pocket. Alrighty. Alrighty. So, the Great Hall and the Recreation Room are almost ready to go. We have dedicated power lines for the whole thing. We have a newly made kitchen over here too. I'm gonna make this a higher priority so we can actually just get the job done. Come on, get the job done, gamers. That's how you paint, by the way. Sanguinius knows what's up. That is how art is made. It is very beautiful. So, is the automatic shipping working? Oh, I have never actually set this this up over here. So I need this to be barbecue, pickled meals, gristleberries. I don't currently have any of that. But I think he can make the pickled meals now. Yeah. So let's have a look. So the way that this should work is that the pickled meal should be made here. There we go. And then it's gonna get picked up by the auto sweeper. When he's done. Yep, there we go. It gets picked up by the auto sweeper, loaded onto the conveyor loader, picked up over here, dropped down over here, and then put into the refrigerator automatically. Woo! I could actually just make the door over on this side. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned with the temperature that the electric grill generates. I also don't really know how it works with like him getting the ingredients for this place, but maybe it's fine like this. I could also set him up to be the only one that could use the door from this side. And then we can maybe drop off ingredients over here. That might not be a bad idea. The problem is that obviously he could leave. Actually, I could do it like so. Yeah, I could do it like so. Yeah, he has to go all the way around. So I'll set it up that he cannot leave through this door. So Conrad, you cannot use that door. How do I do this? You cannot leave. So right now, they're like everybody's leaving the base through that door, which is not what I want. There we go. And then I only want Conrad being able to go through this door. So the defaults for this are different. Conrad, you can only ever go through here. So he's not allowed to leave through that door, and nobody else is allowed to go through that door. So that should make it so that I can actually dump ingredients out over here pretty easily. That means I need to set up a storage chest over here somewhere. So they can help deliver the ingredients. Oh, he does it. Yeah, obviously he needs to go to the right as well. But he can go through for... Did I set this up correctly? Hold up. No, I don't want him to go through anything. Hold up. Passing left through this door is not permitted. Ah, that's what I want. Wait, what? Click to revoke permission? I'm confused by this screen. I mean, it's not even the right door. Okay, let's delete this door first, and then we'll see how it goes. I just have to have a look here at how the exact thing functions. So Conrad is allowed to go through this. I think the arrows basically say you are allowed to go that way. So basically, Conrad, you are not allowed to go that way. Yeah, so now Conrad leaves through this door, which is not what I want. I want him to just be dedicated to cooking. Conrad, you are not allowed to leave through this door. So your permission is that way, but not the other way, right? But if the default is like that, I can't set a cross or whatever. I don't want him to go to the left. Am I being dumb right now? Is this now disabled for him to go to the left? It should be a cross rather than an empty square, because now it looks like the others. But I guess like this is correct. Okay. A little bit confusing, but fair enough. So ingredients need to be delivered over here in a storage thingy. There we go. Yes, so the other dupes can go through. Angron's so happy. Conrad, you're not supposed to wear your spacesuit here, man. All right. So this is actually not what we want. I want all of this disabled. What I want to go through this thing is the final product. So I think gristleberry is the final product. Pickled meals? And I like barbecue, isn't it? Yeah. Pickled meals, barbecue, gristleberry. That's true. These should probably have a lower priority over here. Because I really only want to have... I don't want to have all the edibles in here. I would like to have barbecue, gristleberry, and pickled meals. Yes. Okay. So that should be the only things carrying in here. And then in this spot, we put all the other edibles. So... Oh, also critter eggs, actually. Yeah, critter eggs can go in here. We'll make this a high priority one. Can we put food in this thing? Maybe I can store them in this thing instead. That probably makes more sense. So the eggs can go into that one, and this thing over here can go into that. But I don't want the barbecue in here. I don't want the gristleberry in here. And I don't want pickled mules in here either. Okay. I'm hoping that works. So the eggs are being brought on over. What happens to the eggs? So the eggs over here get cracked. Hatch eggs. And they get turned into raw eggs. What do we do with eggs? Do we make omelets? Ah, yes, we make omelets. So we make omelets. So that's the same deal over here. This thing also needs to include omelets. And then over here, we also need to include omelet. Okay. In general, I like to just play the games by myself, Kevin. Or not so much by myself. I enjoy getting the advice from time to time, right? But backseat gaming is sometimes very frustrating when you have a lot of people telling you what to do and stuff. I think a lot of the enjoyment is in failing. So, my dupes may still be thinking about eating some of this, like, rotten food. Look at Angron over here, so happy cracking those eggs. Oh, I can... How does this work? So you're not allowed to eat meal ice? Do I have to do this for every single... Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, let's just have a look. Bog jelly? Mushrooms? I don't know. Kevin is out of here. If I can't backseat game, then what's the point? Okay,
Already 2 years.
Thank you, Imperial.
Still love your streams and videos.
Dang.
Keep it up, my man.
2 years. Thank you, Imperial Raven. That is very nice of you. What am I missing? I'm still missing one thing. No, that's it. That's it. We have 4. How long did it take to get comfortable with the controls in this game? Honestly, it takes a while.
Local
yeah.
High.
Hey,
Smile
thank you very
chat
much,
high.
Yodeka.
Hope you are awesome.
Thank you very much for the 42. I can't complain, dude. It does take a while to like get the hang of all these mechanics, but honestly, I think the failing is very enjoyable in this game. That's like one of the things they've done very well. Failing is not necessarily that bad of a feeling. I know that sounds a little silly, but... Can we change one of these paintings up? There we go. Okay, so this is almost done over here. I don't quite understand why we didn't already build all of this. What about the cabling? Come on, gamers. Build up the freaking cables. Didn't I tell you that new projects are always priority 9? No, some people like backseat gaming, right? Like if you only want to watch streams where streamers do what you tell them to do, then that's okay. Nothing wrong with that, necessarily. I don't really like listening too much, though. Like, I will make it pretty clear, I think, right? Whenever I do want help, or I do want people to, like, give me advice or whatever, but... I also think it's, Wait, it's connected somewhere else? That new power line is connected to a different power grid? Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't set up a bridge over here. Ooh. Nice catch. There we go. Sometimes it's really hard to tell when people are thinking out loud or asking questions. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I understand the confusion. I feel like it would be a very boring stream if I don't talk through what I'm trying to do. But likewise, it may sometimes sound like I am asking for advice when in reality I'm just thinking out loud. And that's like one of the things that's kind of difficult to communicate, I guess. I try to communicate it, but, you know. No, I think Kevin was just a little upset that I wasn't really taking his advice. All right. You think the best streaming experience is for the chat to hear the streamer's thought? Okay. I think so too. But yeah, I kind of understand that not for necessarily everybody is that the case. So I need... Ooh, I have curative tablets over here. I should probably store those over here. Ooh, not really public. I've honestly not been listening to much music lately. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. Like a nerd. Sleet wheat. Wait, you can't dump it? What do I do with my wheat? Sleet weed. Sleet. What do I do with the stuff? Okay, fine. I'll store it in this freaking fridge, I suppose. Oh, they can put stuff in from the other side. That's kind of funny. I didn't know that. Nah, there's a lot of different streamers out there, right? Like, there's a lot of people that have different rules. When I watch some of the big streamers out there, I feel like I would absolutely lose my mind if the chat over here would behave in the same way. It would be insanely frustrating, I think. But, you know, clearly works for them. Maybe not. Okay, we now have 2 dedicated power grids here. Lead? Why are we building stuff out of lead? Come on, man. Lead. What led you to believe that that was a good idea? Peak comedy. Peak. I should just make everything out of gold, dude. My whole base. Is this where we say, Loco, you're so funny? Yeah, absolutely, yes. Please stroke my ego. That's all I ever wanted. Golden toilets, bro. What's up, Starlight? How is my glossy Draco doing? Follow-up question, where is my glossy Draco? I had a glossy Draco egg here somewhere. There's no way, dude. No, I specifically set the cracking up to hatches only. It shouldn't have gotten cracked, no? Did I do something wrong? No, I have two. I have two glossy Draco eggs somehow. Where are they? I should probably have a little incubator somewhere. Incubators take a little bit of heat. But I have this fresh new power line right over here. Incubator. I don't even have that researched. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that ASAP. I have to research this thing. Maybe it got moved away somehow? I don't really know. Anyways, we still have them. That's good. So, I want to see this room in action. Can we see this room in action? It's time, by the way, delete this. This needs to go. This is the old Great Hall. How are you guys eating with your spacesuits on? We have a brand new Great Hall with lots of fresh white tiles and art and party line phones and all the rest of it. Look at this Great Hall, man. Yeah, you guys had chairs assigned over here, but no more. We're partying in CO2 later today as well, man. It's gonna be a big day. That's all we want. I will give you guys downtime today. Bam. That's all the downtime, man. I want you guys dancing. I want you guys dancing in the jukebox room. Now, obviously, that's only one day. To clarify, please don't get used to it. He will regret that immediately? No, surely not. I never regret anything. Okay, sometimes I do. I should probably make this room bigger again, because I already have too little space. Conrad Kurtz, making so much food. Hell yeah, dude. Conrad's going in hard. Alright, is it downtime yet? Almost. Only 2 more hours of work. And then we can dance. We can dance if we want to. We can leave this world behind. I've never actually seen the jukebot in action. But because of my power setup, it should be totally fine now, right? Yeah, all of this should be good. It's running entirely separate from the rest of the base. Let's set this one up over here. Let's set these copied settings right over there. And then we can deconstruct this, deconstruct that too. Hell yeah, look at him. Everybody do the sanguineous. He dances kind of like Trump. It's beautiful.